Hello everyone and welcome to Infinox Market Insights with me, Richard Perry, analysing markets for Infinox on Friday the 26th of March. Now in today's video we're going to learn that market sentiment has slightly picked up as we come towards the end of the week. It's mainly playing out through equity markets at the moment and a slight move against the dollar. That dollar trend that we've seen of strength recently has just pulled back slightly today, and we're seeing some of the Forex majors which are reacting on that. But the question would be, is this a big reversal coming out, or is it just a retracement within what I continue to see as a bigger dollar strengthening play at the moment? I think it's the latter. Anyway, in terms of the data points that we're looking out for today, we've got the German EFO numbers expected today at 900 GMT. That's expected to tick slightly higher, but the main focus will come in the US core PCE data, which is the Federal Reserve's preferred inflation gauge. That's at 12:30 GMT and expected to remain flat at 1.5%. Now, don't forget to look out for the Infinox support and resistance table at the end of the video. Always good for looking at some levels there. Now, in terms of markets we're looking out for today, well, as I said, Euro has picked up slightly, so that is against that dollar trend of strength. Now, is this a selling opportunity on Euro? I believe it could be. So also looking out for the gold chart, which is drifting slightly lower, and gold drifting lower is sort of a fairly quiet market at the moment, but in itself, I think that that is an interesting play at the moment for gold. And also finally looking out for the DAX, which picked up sharply yesterday. Is this an opportunity for DAX to break out, or are we just playing the range? I think it's probably the latter. Anyway, let's have a look at these charts. And onto the Infinox MT4 platform now. And we can see that euro dollar has been breaking down through a series of lower highs and lower lows in recent weeks. And just zooming into the chart here, we can see that that's actually now broken down again in the last few days. But the market has just kicked back higher today. A little bit of a situation where the RSI, the relative strength index, has just unwound slightly this morning. But again, I see this as a chance to sell ultimately. I think that having broken down again below that 1835 towards 1875 area, I think that is now a sell zone, and I think any rebound into that in the coming days, I think will be another opportunity to sell. Moving on to this gold chart, gold has picked up well, in the last couple of weeks, gold rallied and just slightly rolled over, but it's really interesting the fact that gold is not falling that strongly, considering that the strength of the dollar we've seen recently. Gold is fairly quiet, and that for me suggests that maybe there's possibility of starting to be a bit of a turnaround in gold. It's basically moving sideways. This is the 4-hour chart at the moment, and I think that the support at 1719, 1720 area that we saw coming in a week or so ago is still holding. So essentially it's moving sideways, but I think in itself, I think is an interesting development on gold, because it's no longer seemingly selling sharply onto the rallies. It just seems to be trading a little bit quietly, a little bit sideways, not really doing a great deal. And for me, that potentially bodes well for a recovery. So this is one to watch, I think, in the coming days. And finally, onto the DAX. Now, I started the video by saying that the DAX, I think, was possibly coming back into the middle of the range again. And just in the last few minutes, actually, it's shot back higher again. And it is a really interesting move that obviously the DAX has started the European session very strongly. And now can it continue to move higher and break towards that all-time high once more at 14,810. So we had yesterday the big bullish engulfing candlestick pattern, which is obviously in itself a strong bull candle. Momentum remains strong, and ultimately it could well now look to be testing the 4810 mark. The question would be, can it break out? Because what I have noticed is that just an interesting band of trading in the middle of essentially what is a trading band, sort of a middle pivot area, that if it just again falls over around this level, it could just drift back towards that support again. But certainly the reaction today has been a strong one and early in the session, and it could well now test the 14,810 mark. But the question would be, can it break out? Yeah, I'm still waiting on that one, I think. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you found it interesting and informative for your trading. Join me again on Monday for some more Infinox market insights. Thank you very much, and I hope to speak to you then.